forward and another back. I would never try to fool ya. I'm one heartbeat away from going mad. Girl, when you look like that, close up, close.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to a new video. Today is a very exciting day because today is the day right before my last exam of the first semester, and it's exciting because I have been so stressed and so nervous about this exam, and tomorrow is finally going to be the day that I am done with this whole thing. I have had the worst time preparing myself for this exam because the study material was just very difficult to me. I didn't really understand it. I had to do a lot of background information and I had to go through a lot of study material because like the study material is crazy, the amount that we have to study. And when I finally got to the study part, my brain didn't work. Like it didn't want to memorize all the study material, and I had a really big problem memorizing everything, reading everything. I just couldn't get through the study material and it was super difficult. And at one point I was like, okay, I have two options now. I can either keep going at this rate and just fail my exam, or skip the exam and try to do the resit. And I was seriously considering the resit, and I told you about all these struggles in my previous video, and you guys have been so amazing in the comments. Your comments were supporting and kind and encouraging, and you guys told me it's okay to worry a bit and it's okay to have a bit of self-doubt from time to time, but it shouldn't let you determine whether you're going to take this exam or not. And I was like, you guys are right, I should keep trying. And it was definitely the motivation boost that I needed because I immediately grabbed my books and started studying, and right now I only have the rest of this afternoon and this evening to prepare myself for the exam. My exam is tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. and so I need to make sure that I go to bed in time so I can get plenty of sleep and I'm well rested for my exam. I'm going to continue studying immediately and then I'm going to give you an update afterwards. By the way, today is like the worst day to study and to film because it's super dark outside and I have to keep the lights on in my apartment because it's really dark, and it's just the worst because it's not nice to film in and it's also not nice for my motivation because I don't like studying in the dark.
You have to be your biggest fan, and when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're gonna be, who you're gonna be, who you're
take a little break, and then after my break I'm going to take a practice exam and I'm gonna see if I can answer the questions. Can I answer them correctly? Can I answer them within the time frame of the real exam? And if I do terribly on this practice exam, then I'm just gonna skip my exam of tomorrow. And if I do okay, then I should just keep on studying and be more confident in myself and just do it tomorrow. But right now I feel like I'm probably gonna fail a practice exam, but I should just take one and see how I'm gonna do.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be.
I just completed the exam and it took me a little more than 1 hour, which is great because for the real exam we have 2 hours, so that I was able to do it in 1 hour and like 10 minutes. That's amazing. And now I'm going to look at the answers and see how much I got right. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous because when I was writing down my answers and reading the exam questions, I was like, okay, I can do this. This is not too hard. But now I'm like doubting myself again. So I'm gonna check my answers. Right now is the moment of truth. Good morning guys, today is the next day and this morning was my exam and I ended up not going. I took a practice exam at 10 p.m. yesterday and I failed that exam miserably. So I thought there is no way that I can save my exam tomorrow even if I pull an all-nighter or something. I just need a lot more time to let all of the study material sink in because it just hasn't sunk in yet. I just think that I need a lot more time to let the study material marinate a little bit, let it sink in, and once that happens, I am the boss over that study material and not the other way around. I really want to master this study material. I don't want to leave everything behind once I'm done with this subject because this subject will come back in my career. I have to make sure that I can apply the study material and that I can use it in real life situations, and right now that's just not the case. And when I'm working in a company, I want to be good at my job, so I'm gonna take a little bit more time. I'm gonna take a resit of this exam in 2 months and I'm not gonna be ready then either, but at least I'll understand the study material and the study material won't frighten me anymore. It was a really difficult decision because I really wanted to take the exam and I really didn't want to give up, but it was the only solution that I could think of after seeing how I failed the practice exam. So I think this is the best solution. I'm free for the rest of this exam season, but it doesn't feel right because I feel like I don't deserve it because I didn't take my last exam, which is ridiculous of course, but it's just the way I feel. I feel really guilty about this. My plan to get over this feeling of guilt is to just pretend like I did take my exam and pretend like everything is fine and just do my post-exam routine like I usually would. First thing I'm gonna do is grab my iPad, sit on the couch and read for a good long time until I feel relaxed again. I just want to relax a bit after my exam season because, as you know, I didn't read anything at all during my exam season and I kind of missed it, and I really want to keep on reading because I'm gonna read The Inheritance Games Part 2 and I'm really excited for that, so I'm gonna do that first. Outfit of the day is a yellow sweater. It's super warm and I tucked it into this floral mini skirt. It's super flowy and it's really comfortable. This is my post-exam season outfit. I also tried winged eyeliner today. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments.
Take a drag of my cigarette, breathe me out, breathe you in, yeah. Take a bite of my burger, babe, save the last bite for you, ooh. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too? I'll follow wherever you go, whatever you do. Player too.
Oh my god, that was so boring. I finished the first book a while ago and the ending was super exciting, so I was really looking forward to reading part 2 of the series. I'm in chapter 4 and I had to stop because the book was getting too boring. The book is starting to become really slow again, and instead of solving the puzzles and solving the whole mystery behind the whole legacy issue, they are doing other stuff that just isn't interesting. It's such a shame because this happened in the previous book as well. Instead of solving the mystery, they're constantly being distracted by all these kinds of events and love stories, and just, to me, those parts aren't interesting. The mystery is interesting, the games are interesting, and I just want the game and the mystery to be solved. But I don't think it's gonna be solved for a very long time. I think it's gonna take a couple more books before they're gonna reveal the whole secret behind everything. I want to know what's going on right now. I don't want to wait 5 books before I'm finally getting the answers to the whole mystery. I feel relaxed now and I don't want to read for a while now. I'm gonna make a planning for the rest of this day, which is my post-exam routine.
Found myself inside all this tension, a feeling I never was expecting. I don't see the pros, don't know the cons, forget the whys. Do you know why?
I just just made a planning for the next couple of days, and I think I made it a little bit too intense because I should be resting right now. I should be enjoying myself and giving myself some free time because the exams are over. But instead, I'm gonna film a bunch of videos in the next couple of days. And of course, it's like the opposite of resting, but I can't help myself. I'm just really excited to be working again, to film new videos for you, to make new content for you. I guess this is just my way of having a good time. Like, I enjoy working. I genuinely like creating content. I genuinely enjoy making videos for you guys. So that's what I feel like doing right now. So that is what I'm gonna do. I've also answered all of the emails that I've gotten over the past few weeks because I couldn't really keep up with my inbox during the exam period, of course. So I put that aside, but now I answered all of my emails, so my whole inbox is clean again. And there is one email that I would like to highlight because it was from one of you guys and it was super special, and I didn't even know how to reply to such a sweet email because it was this person saying that my videos motivated her. She wrote a whole bunch of things and it was so special and it was so sweet to read that, and I didn't even know how to reply to that. The only thing I can really say is thank you because it's so sweet, and you guys have no idea how much your messages and your comments and everything touch my heart, and the only thing I can really say is thank you so much for all of those kind emails and messages and comments and everything. It means the world to me. I also tried to answer as many of them as possible, especially under my latest videos. I'm just very active in my comments and I try to answer your comments as soon as I can, and I'm gonna catch up on the comments under my latest video I think tonight, because I haven't had the time to reply to your comments yet because I was busy with my last exam, of course, but now I'm not, so now I can finally answer all of your comments.
Triggered inside the situation. Wonder if we maybe were mistaken. Don't wanna talk, don't wanna see, don't wanna feel it.
Good morning guys, today is the next day and I actually didn't plan on filming this, but there has been an update and it felt weird to like not inform you on this. So I'm gonna tell you what happened and at the same time get ready for my day. So yesterday evening I went to bed way too late, of course, and I could not fall asleep because I felt really guilty about not taking my exam, and I just felt so bad that I couldn't sleep all night. So I had a terrible night of sleep. I got a text from one of my classmates and she asked me how my exam was, and I told her I didn't take the insolvency law exam due to all the reasons that I already explained in this video. And she told me that she actually did take the exam of yesterday, but she didn't take the exam from last week, so commercial contracts, the exam that I did take. And she told me that everyone who was in the exam for insolvency law did not take the exam for commercial contracts. So what happened here is that everyone kind of had to choose between either taking the commercial contract exam or the insolvency law exam. There was no way you could take both because it was just too much. And I tried to take both of them, and everyone I talked to about this also told me, whoa, I don't know how you handle taking both of the exams because it's just so much study material for this block. I don't know how you handle it. And I was always like, I don't know either. But I think the moral of this story is that I shouldn't feel too bad about not taking the exam because there is no one that I know that took both of the exams at the same time. So why should I expect myself to take both of the exams even though no one else is doing it? Why should I put that much pressure on myself? Knowing this has taken so much of the guilt out of my system that I finally feel ready to accept that the exam season is over and now I can finally do other things. I failed to take my exam and I'm finally starting to accept that. And now that I'm finally accepting it, I can move on to the next stage in my life, which is going from studying 24/7, not tidying my home, not going outside, not doing any of my hobbies, to getting my life together and being productive again and doing other stuff besides studying. In my post-exam reset, I do a bunch of things that will help me to get my life back in order after my exams, because the exam season is always such a strange period in my life. Nothing really happens, time stands still, and at the same time it moves very fast. And after the last exam, it's really easy to kind of get into the slump of sleeping in and doing nothing and, you know, being lazy. And even though that's great, be lazy for a couple of days, rest for a couple of days, it's also nice to get your life back on track after a couple of days of rest. And right now I'm ready to go from that lazy period to being productive and doing something with my life again. So if you want to see that, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching. This video has been a roller coaster of emotions and self-doubt and, you know, one of my lowest points, I think, in my exam season. And even though it's scary to share the low parts with you, I think it's so important to show you like a well-rounded version of my life instead of just the highlights. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you next time. Bye!
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet.